Hello. My good friends, my people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get a couple things situated here. $642 at least. Hey, top of the mountain. What's up, Mar? What up, what up, what up, Mar? Nah, I like mountain, bro. Top of the mountain. Oh, I hope you had a good last yesterday, bro. Hope you crushed the markets. Looks like we frickin' sold off for a while and then closed decently back to near the middle. Now today's looking bullish. Today's looking bullish, buddy. Strange candle yesterday. Kind of holding us at the highs. We've already sweat previous day highs, so. We've already sweat previous day high. You were catching longs yesterday, right? How'd that end up working out for you, bro? How'd those work out for you, Mar? Your boy got chopped cheese yesterday. But today's a new day. Already getting a little push down towards these lows at 514 here. 59. Opening print price. Yesterday was burning for me. Looking to see anything present today. Was burning. Looking to see anything present. Anything presents itself. I also, yeah, yesterday was strange. At the highs for us to have a pretty tight range, which we consolidated and held. So then today we're responding with some bullishness, it appears. But what up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. I think this bullish train can at least continue to these highs. Right? These are our overall. These are all-time highs. I think we at least go try this price at the 700s roughly, 730s. I think those are in play possibly. Still from Monday's low, we're just ripping. So, oh, that's one thing I do need on this chart here. I didn't even notice. Why am I blanking? What the hell am I looking for? Where's the... Am I tripping over here? What am I looking for right now that I can't find? I'm looking for the how to separate this days over here, so I'm not just looking at... Oh, this is the daily chart as well. Put the hourly back on here. Oh, now it's right there. All right, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. So yeah, we held the doji. We've already swept previous day high right now. And now we're kind of getting pushed back into it looks like, roughly. Feeling a little bullish, but also kind of anticipating a... I don't know. It's interesting. We're at a weird price. We're at a strange price here. I think I'm with you, Mar. Just kind of gonna be patient, see what presents itself. Previous day high. Hey, good morning, JY. Or as our man Mar says, top of the mountain to you. Top of the morning, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, JY. Currently looking to see what the market's doing. Right now we're hanging out. Opening print price was the 555s. We're right here at VWAP at the 530s. Lower wick down here at the 514s. Doesn't really rely on anything overnight. We already swept previous day high in the pre-market. Looking for a pushback for an entry, but honestly might be sitting on my hands for a bit since we are entering into new levels. Yeah, man, these all-time highs are going to be tricky to trade in general just because we're entering this the outside edges, the extremes. So definitely not a bad idea. Be a little patient. I'm kind of thinking the same thing, man. Kind of thinking the same thing. So you're looking for longs. I don't know. I would maybe short previous day high, depending on what this. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Like you said, let's just be patient, boys. No reason to rush. We got time and we got each other. You know what else? What else do we need, man? What else do we need, man? Selling into the 500 whole number now. Pretty big spot for yesterday. We reacted off a good amount of time, so let's see what the reaction is. Sellers are having their way with it right now. About 50 points from opening print price. Nothing too crazy. First 7 minutes in the market. We had jobless claims, huh? I think the market didn't love it. Didn't love it. Yeah, it's just an interesting spot we're in. 667 is like the next clear spot. 700 above that from Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Monday bottom was over 1,000 points ago now. So could today be high of the week? Maybe, I don't know. And have a little sell day Friday just to give us some push. Like, it's gonna be tricky. Let me look at the daily real quick. I'd like to just get an idea of what the sentiment is. Tricky. We're definitely in a weird spot, boys. I'm feeling a little, it's going to be interesting. Going to want to be a little patient here, but still hanging out down in the 500s. About 9 minutes in the market now, so we're getting closer to our first 15-minute range. Truthfully, even though we're bullish, I feel like today could potentially put in our high. We could. The music was lit when I first got on this one, but now this one's a little stale for me. Get out of here. Get out of here. See what we get. See what we get. Trying the VWAP on the other side of this EMA. We have gotten through now. Buyers were able to push VWAP down. We're shorting this, boys. Let's just see what happens here. Only one contract. I want to see the reaction at this VWAP. I like to just be a little involved here. See the reaction here. Hey, it's the good morning, Brett man. Happy you're here, buddy. Happy you're here, my friend. We're trying to short VWAP at the moment. Previous day spot. I only went one contract just to be gentle with it, and I don't think that was the right play. If we went 5, we would have passed these, hypothetically here. If we would have gone 5, we would have passed these hypothetically here. Now we gotta find a spot to add into this thing here. First 15 minutes is almost in. Let me get ready for that. Let me get ready for that old 15 minutes. The old 15 minutes. So far, this is our bottom. Gotta see if this can give this up here. See what the reaction is at the bottom of this price. First 15 minutes are almost in, so do with that as you will. Finding a reaction at these 500 whole number again. Second time now. I want to keep an eye on the reactions here at this price. Want to see the reaction at this 500 whole number. I don't think we're going to get too much lower than it, so. And if this is going to be the spot where they get a little excited, we could see a little reversal action here. If this is the spot where they get excited, since we did sweep the bottom, I'm just going to put a little break even on. It's only one contract, so it's nothing crazy here. Just want to get involved with the market, get a feel for it, see where we're at today. Even though, truthfully, I don't really love this. I'd kind of really be willing to take another shot at a short here, take another chance. But we're starting to hold this bottom at the 500, so if the EMA isn't enough of a hold here for the sellers, then we're just going to be looking for another position. Good scalp trade, Tyler. Still sitting on my hands here. Hey, appreciate it, buddy. Nothing to really do here. Looks like we're going to get kicked out anyways. Getting back towards this 50%. 50% of the market here. 50% of the morning. Back to the VWAP. Let's see the strength here by these buyers, eh? Looked like they held that 500 number. Was this the 43? So this is still our range here. Boom. Boom. First 15 minutes are now in. It was a decent little scalp, Mar, but we didn't get out the 500s there, so we gotta start for break even. Gonna retry the 50%. Previous day high is only about 15 points ahead of this. And there's the reaction I was anticipating maybe seeing there. Big sell off. Kind of hard to not get into that. Kind of hard to not get in with that type of a reaction. See if we can get filled here at the 8s. Going 3 contracts. See if we can get filled. About 4 points now. That strength that just came in is the reason I was kind of considering adding into my short instead of putting break even on there. Let's see if we can get a fill here. Alright, we're in. We're going to keep our 1,000 on here for our stop loss. Still target to 15. This is what we're going to be on for the trade here, boys. I don't mind the 1,000 being back at the VWAP. The pressure that just came in from the VWAP makes me think we're going to go find a bottom. We never even got to try the bottom of that 15-minute range there with that selling. So, interested to see the EMA reaction here from the buyers, or the sellers, I'm saying. Ideally, we get a push back towards the bottom of this range. Stronger the better here. No wicks is ideal. Want to see the bottom of this, just try and give up. Sorry about that. Just got a phone call. Heavier the better here. Don't really want to see wicks. We're targeting 483, so a little below the 500 whole number here. There's a decent little move our way. See if we can get a hold here. Just swept the 15-minute range. Some continuation down to the 83s would be good for us. We're trying here. It's enough for a break even, I think. They're trying to push on the outside of the 15-minute range. We're finding a little bit of buying back at this 500 whole number where we got kicked last time. Don't really want to see this give it up. Buyers are trying this 500 whole number. Got to get outside of this 15-minute range. We're a little lower than I would have liked to be to target our 15 there. Feel like it's a little bit of a premature break even. We have a chance to definitely get tapped out here. Hopefully we go push this try though. Another wick at the 500 whole number. Got to get through it. Got to get through this 500 whole number here if we want to get to that 83. Big obstacle. Big obstacle here at the 90s, 95 it looks like. Just need a little bit further here. Into the 94s. Still trying to break outside of that wick. If we can get below that wick, we should be good. Otherwise, we still could be in jeopardy of getting broke even here. I honestly kind of want to just move my break even up because I feel safe here, but the 500, from what I see on my chart, if the level holds below on the minute, you're looking good, Tyler. Hell yeah. I want to see that last wick break out there. Word. You called it, Mar, and we smashed it as you called it, buddy. So that's the looks on you right there. 51503. Half passed for these. Good little scalp trade there. Appreciate Mar for the insight. It closed below on 5 minutes, Tyler. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, buddy. Well, we got to push below the 500 whole number there. From here, we should be potentially looking at some other prices. The reason we were even looking at a short was we swept previous day high pre-market. Found a little bit of weakness here in the start of the open. Gave up VWAP. Retried VWAP, which is also near previous day high. And then we saw this really strong reaction out of here. And that's kind of what we're looking at. Hey, appreciate it, Brett. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today it worked out for us, boys. Yesterday it didn't, and today it did. Just all it is. Timing, luck, almost luck. Like we could have been broke even. Like, let's see realistically where this might have an opportunity though. Overnight low. We already swept Asia low here. That push there just swept Asia low. I mean London low, sorry. Asia low is down here at the 439s. That could be a possibility. Now that the 500s have been broken, I expect to find some more weakness here. That 500 whole number was the big spot. Once we give that up, I'm potentially considering seeing some weakness here. Although, first 15 minutes have been put in, and we reclaimed it. So if we get back above 500, longs are going to be in potentially. So if you haven't taken a trade yet, I'd be a little bit patient. Potentially targeting Asia low. We already swept previous day high, so I guess previous day low is a possibility, but that's if you're a big bear. Otherwise, I wouldn't be long until we reclaim minimum 500, but realistically, like VWAP would be the safer long if you want to be long. Now that we are getting this move, I want to go take a peek at the daily chart here as well. Yeah, so we're starting to wick here as well. If this does invert, it could be interesting. Waiting for a break and retest for shorts here. Not looking bad in my opinion. Not looking bad at all. You could be so they're going to try this 500 number where we just broke from. We just broke this 500. Now they're going to retry it. You could take this EMA short with some with a smaller size if you're risk on, and if you want to be even more patient with higher leverage, you could wait back towards VWAP or so. Possibly back in this range, but yeah, if you were here small size, you could take a stab at this EMA break at the 500. You just saw all the resistance it took for us to get through 500, right? And yesterday as well, it was a reaction point. So now that sellers officially got through it, like Mar just said, you can expect a little bit of a retest here, and then at the bottom of this 15-minute range and the EMA, if that holds, we could see a bigger push. Otherwise, we get back in this 15-minute range, back above 500, and start holding it. You can see some continuation as well. So this daily is looking interesting, though. A little bit of weakness after 1,000 points this week. You have to assume at some point we're going to be putting in the high of the week, right? Excuse me. Monday was the low of the week, down with a 560, 570 print. Now Thursday we're trading at 22.5, so literally 1,000 points up. Mar, if you were doing this and you were looking for a short retest, where's your safest entry? Back like the 520s, I think would be mine. Safest entry, a little bit more risky, would be here at the bottom of this 15-minute range. We're already getting a little bit of support back inside of the range, though, so it's going to be interesting. Strong push by the buyers, so they reclaim that 500 level there. So now it's going to be interesting. They want to retry VWAP one more time, it looks like, where price really broke from that first try. So I think, yeah, my safest short here would be like a 520. I think I'd be putting my order at like 523. 523 is where my short entry would be if I was looking for a spot at this. Let's see what happens. Looks like we're about to get close to getting a fill there. And price at the 516s. The strength is interesting, though. Don't necessarily fade this. This isn't exactly a bear flag setup. Looks like it broke above instead of holding below on that break and retest. Just waiting here to see seeing what it wants to do. I agree. That strength was a little bit stronger than I expected coming through the bottom of this. So gauge the reaction off the VWAP around this 523, 524 price. I would also be watching this 500 whole number for sure again. And if we hold this 500, it'd be interesting. I'm on the SPY chart. Yeah. I like that you're our ES watcher here, Mar. I love it because I'm always on the NAS, but the fact that you trade the ES helps us get both ideas. Let me take a peek at the ES real quick. A little bit choppier than the Nasdaq, it looks like. Some strength coming in on the ES. Looks interesting comparatively. $5.17s. $5.30s, the 50% of the 15-minute range. Also a potential target right above VWAP. Excuse me. The strength here is looking crazy. We would have just been filled on our short at the 523s had we not taken that off. I probably wouldn't. I would have, but we'll see. Here's push back to this 50%. This strength is looking pretty interesting, boys. I would maybe be looking for a pullback around these 500s now for a long. On ES, I'm not sure what that level is, Mar, but it's not exactly the same. But if we do get a pullback to the bottom of this little 15-minute range and find some more support, the bulls looked like they were excited that 500 was swept. So we'll see what the reaction is. Back to this 50% with these wicks. This is going to be the spot. The strength is really impressive, honestly. From the 476s up to the 530s, we're about 55 points from the bottom of this little push. After sellers look decent, we did really get a big sweep of any prices other than the 15-minute range and this probably London low. So I guess London low was swept if you want to consider a bigger range or a bigger level. But the strength's looking pretty decent here, it really is. Especially the higher we can get into this 15-minute range. All pullbacks will be decent to take a long on. If we can get a long at the 515, 500, maybe VWAP, a little bit more risky, but longs are officially in, I think. I'm in longs here on SPY, tight stop loss. If I see retest for continuation, I'll add on to position. Great trading. Great trading, Mar. Also seeing the longs. Tight stop is for risk adverse, and then if you see a retest for continuation, you can add into your position. I really like the spot, man. Good trading. I think I would be looking for, I'd be adding any longs around the 25 price, around the 23s. VWAP. EMA is curling aggressively, so let that, and potentially Mar doesn't even use an EMA. It's crazy. I like a little bit of EMA, a little information. Look at the strength here, people. Look at the hourly wick nearly dojing here. The strength is for real. Don't fade this. At these prices, at the all-time highs, to see strength like this is not weak. Here we got a little potential breakout here. Wow. Wow, Mar. Awesome. Push to the 15-minute range there. Up at the 560s. We're up 90 points from the bottom here. About 90 points in like 8 or 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Crazy strength that just came in. Don't even need this here anymore. I got to break out of it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now I got to put that back on. I didn't mean to do that. The strength is crazy here. pullbacks, I'd be looking for longs for any, if you're not in this move and you're wanting to be, I'd be looking for order fills around the 25s, 26s. If we can get back into that range, that's around the 50%, and the VWAP, if you can get the fill there, you can find some continuation. The strength is in though. If it holds above market open, longs are looking juicy. Yes, sir, they really are. The strength is undeniable right now. I feel like we might get back above market open as well. Right now, we just got to sweep at the 15-minute highs. And now I feel like we're just a little bit of a pullback. I mean, we're on a 90-point run right now from the bottom of this. The hourly doji completely wicked. Look at that. Started the 10. Excuse me. Started the 10 o'clock candle. That's for real. If we can't get out of this range. Another try of the 15-minute here. Strength just came in. The buyers are here, my friends. Longs really do look pretty juicy. If we can get back above that 15 minutes. As long as we're above the VWAP here, I'm considering it pretty good. Hold the VWAP. EMAs are curling aggressively to the 540s now. So, all in all, it's looking decent. So crazy. From Monday's low, we're up 1,000 points. Just bonkers. Bonkers, my friends. Like, one contract from down here up there is 20 grand. One contract. If you held this week on the futures and you were holding for long term, one contract, you're up 20 grand. Like, what? Looking for a 1 or 2 on this trade. It's looking good so far, no doubt. 1 to 2. So where'd you get in at? Roughly, like, you got in around like the VWAP, right? Or at least my thing. So, but you're trading SPY. You trading options or ES? Hanging out, creating some structure at the top of this 15-minute range. As long as we consolidate and hold the level at the pretty much EMA. I mean, realistically, like I said, the 525 sixes is even a better fill around the VWAP after this proof of strength. But really, as long as we keep holding structure and holding top of this range, you can expect a possible continuation here. Trading options today. Cool. Well, then let's get it, SPY. Another try the top of the range here. And you trade same day expiration. They don't. SPY doesn't expire today, so Friday expirations. Word. So options are interesting. Comparing charts a little below on your VWAP was entry. Comparing charts a little below on your VWAP was entry. Word. Great strength spot to get back in. Like, once we had a couple strong candles here, this price. Great entry, bro. Really good trading. So now options is interesting to me, Mark, because, like, you would almost benefit. I mean, if we do keep ripping new prices, like, obviously if we go try like the 620, 630s, then you're going to be even more in the premium, more in the money. But because of the speed of this move, you must be up pretty good. I mean, it is a Friday expiration, so it's not going to be as much. If it was like a today's expiration, I know this speed and this timing would be more premium and more profitable. But since it's a Friday expiration, you need it to probably be much closer up. Looks like we are still maintaining the 15-minute range breakout. Same expo normally. 1 to 2 hours of trading. Nothing is better than those first 2 hours of market open. Yes, sir. Same expiration, normally 1 to 2 hours of trading. Nothing is better than those first 2 hours of market open. I know, that's why I literally, like, the volatility, just the pricing, like, I love the first couple hours. That's why my whole stream is from 9 to 11. Like, Yes, I know a lot of moves happen after that. Ranges are set, all the things, and I understand I miss them, but just being involved for these couple hours a day is quite literally all you need. It's super sexy if you can catch the moves when all the points are being distributed, and higher time frame participants are getting involved. And first couple hours of the market is the money making time. Volatile though, especially with options. So I sized up light about 500 trade, currently up 22%. Word. Sized up light about 500 trade, currently up 22%. Come on, SPY. Do you buy when you buy an option? Do you buy close to the money, or do you buy, like, for example, you trying to buy a dollar out and see if it can close closer? Or you buy in the money and just watch your premium slowly be in your way. Here we go, getting closer to this fill that I would be interested in, around these 25s ish. Real fill would have been, I'd be looking for a fill at 27, I think, would be my real order fill. I'd be looking for a long at 27 on the NAS. $1 to $2 out. Cool. I like that. I fucking like that, mate. On a high confident trade. Yeah. So if you're less confident, you buy more in the money? I'm asking, I don't know. Options for me are tricky. A little tricky little thingy. In the moment when it's a little shaky. In the money when it's a little shaky. Got you. So you'll buy further out with confidence, assuming that price has a more likely chance of getting filled, rather than if you're a little hesitant on where it could go, you buy closer to the money, keep your premium more high. I like it. It's all tracking to me. It's all tracking, making some sense. Got a little dip into the 537s. This really is looking bullish. 27s where I'd be looking for a fill. Excuse me. Really surprised by the strength of this hourly here. This gives me a lot of confidence in the push. Right now we're hanging out. Overall, if I have no confidence in the trade with my strategy, I'm not taking any trades. I close out and go about my day. That's discipline right there. That is discipline right there. My struggle with that is, like, the market is the market, right? It's completely randomized. Certain things happen that are nearly out of our control, things that we can't even calculate, things like just, I don't even know, just every order being filled, volatility news, like anything that just is out of our control. So for me, it's like, I always have a certain level of confidence with my strategy, as long as I see a setup that makes sense, and I can, again, with the bottom, I trade outside edges, typically trying to find the continuation. So it's like, I really love a retest, but if you see a retest, if you see a big level break, and then you see a retest of that level, and then you take the chance, I'm confident in the retest, but I'm not confident overall that I'm going to be right. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm going to be right. This is a guaranteed trade. I'm always pretty much assuming I'm going to lose. So it's like, for me, I just come on, be as clear-headed as I can, find something that makes sense, put the risk on, and then from there it's completely like it's not outside of my control. Like whatever happens, hit stop loss, okay, hits take profit, okay. Move on with the day. Don't even carry it. Don't even carry the trade with you. Move on and try to do it again tomorrow. And then depending on how it does, reflect a little bit, see what you could have done better, see what worked. And then yeah. Life as a trader, I feel like genuinely it's so much just about self-awareness, self-control. Like just how much are you aware of yourself and your actions and your personality and your habits and your thoughts and your, like your triggers and your emotions. Like what keeps you in you, and if you can perfect you, you're the best. If you go in like you already lost the money, you have less blurred vision. 100% agree, no doubt. I just take a level, I say, ooh, look at this level being held, I'm gonna try a retest of it. I put my order there. If it gets filled, okay, and then I already have my brackets order on. If it gets filled, it immediately puts my stop loss and my profit. Hands off. Hands off and no emotions. We're starting to hold this EMA a little bit. If we can't break through here soon, we're going to probably get a test back to that VWAP. The best thing is just letting the trade play out. It took me a while, Mar. It really did, man. Took me a while to get okay with that and be okay with that and get better at that. Like if I put money on, I was always like I'd be like, oh, I need to be like managing this. I need to get in or get out or add or reduce, or like it's very touchy. Put my break evens on like as soon as I get a little bit of direction. Like it took a lot of lessons for me to just be like, hey, is what it is. I'm putting this trade on. Do what you got to do, NASDAQ. Do what you do to me, girl. Do what you must. Oh, I'm yours. Take me, girl. Oh, jeez, I'm so sore. Went hard in the gym yesterday. Went very hard in the gym, and I do not think I stretched enough to get the lactic acid out because I'm feeling quite stiff. Finding some strength now, Mar. Here we go, buddy. If we can get back on the outside of this, we're cranking. It takes a while, but the fact that you're still here and you keep going as well would be the 1% of traders, brother. My guy. Straight W Riz from Mar. You too, bro. You too. You're already a 1% trader. You're trading with allocation. You're trading with money that people don't have, bro. At 22 years old. Like, be proud of yourself. We're here. We're trying to break out. We just keep showing up, like you're saying. Still here, and you just keep showing up. We're going to be 1% traders, no doubt about it. Right here, brother, me and you. I'm going to go all the way up. I'm at a new level. Still trying to maintain the top of this range. We're consolidating at the top right now. The 553s. Top of the range is the 560s. Had a couple resistance here, opening market, and then a couple times here on the retry. So see if we can get through here officially. That is why I'm always in tuned with your stream. I want to see traders win. Yeah, dude, because you're the man. It's because you're the man. And we're all just here. We're going to get, wow, we're just, think about it. Like, we know we have this much knowledge, right? Like, we've acquired knowledge. We've acquired time. We've built a skill set. But we know 3, 5, a decade down the road, 3, 5 years, a decade down the road, this skill set only grows. Like, it only gets better. We only get better. So if we're already doing good, if we're already doing like okay, time is just undefeated, and we just continue to do this, click the same buttons, click, based off of the same things that we always look, we're gonna get better. It's literally the gym. Okay, I cannot go to the gym and do a curl every day and not have my bicep get bigger. It's not possible. Actually, I guess you could do like not enough weights, not enough stimulation. You could eat not enough protein and definitely not recover well enough. You probably could battle it for a while, but I still think if you did a curls every single day, no matter how poorly you're feeding yourself, sleeping, it's not going to grow as much as it could if you were optimizing and smashing your macros and sleeping and doing all that, but your bicep will be bigger. 100%, bro. If you already have the patience and courage, you will win. Courage. Let everyone else hear that, because that's literally what it takes. It takes the courage to just show up again. Be wrong. Have the courage to be like, oh, that was wrong. What can I do better? Here we go, Mark. Can we get a breakout now? These 60s. We get a breakout here, boys. This looks like it could be ripping here. 60s is a big price that we've been held at. Top of the 15-minute range. We're finding some consolidation. If we can break here, it's going to look strong. But courage. Don't sleep on that part of it, because you have to be willing to just be okay with the losing. Be okay with trying. And just keep doing it again and again. Resilience, patience. And then you're all of a sudden rich. Rich clicking buttons and thinking, how did I get here? Do I really deserve this? Do I really deserve to be financially free from clicking buttons? That part, I'm not sure. The way the world is built, sad. Sad that people have to literally die for pennies. And then some people get to just swing around percents of their account and change their entire just craziness. The amount of money in this world and the way it ebbs and flows is insane. Still hanging out these 60s. Getting teased on a breakout here. I feel like if it does come through, it's going to come through strong and get some pops. I'm not sure what ES is looking like, but I know if we're getting close to this range and we break out here, my goodness. 60s are being teased. The 60s are being teased right here, boys. Not a lot of people are selling, though. That's why we're not even getting some movements. But not a lot of people are buying either. Really interesting price. Nasdaq's up about 0.5%. Excuse me, today. That's the risk. Some take it and some don't. And that's the way it always goes. Take risk. Yes. No risk, no Rari. Come on. Give me my Rari. Rar, 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 rar. Give me my Rari, because I'd be putting on that risk. 550s, still being pinched at these 60s. Are we going to get a break out of this 15-minute range? Right now, we're still consolidating. It's looking bullish. If we find some continuation through these 60s, there's a lot of clear path ahead. At least to try those 650s, maybe the 700s. That's the previous high. Man, we might have all-time highs soon, boys. If not today, maybe this week. If not tomorrow, I guess tomorrow's the last day of the week. So maybe, if not today, maybe tomorrow. But if not this week, maybe next. Like, we're ripping right now. That is if we can get outside of the 15-minute range. That is if we can get outside of this. Looks like we're still right here. It looks as though we are still right here, mates. Not a lot of volatility coming in. We're pretty stagnant. Going sideways here at the top of this range. What's the price overall looking like? So we're consolidating above previous day high, okay? Interesting here. Interesting here. Finding some strength could be serious. Finding some strength here could be serious. We're starting to consolidate above previous day high. We're trying this top of this 15-minute range breakout here. The 60s have been the obstacle. We get through here. We have a lot of open track to the top side. Let's see what happens. It looks like they want it. But they got to show us, you know? It can look like it, but they got to show us. Give me a pop to the 80s here. Show us that you want it, buyers. Let's go. Holding the top of this range. Trying to the 70s there. Still hasn't broken out of this. Think about how many stops are putting their prices here. How many stops are going to be holding this top, right? So if they get underwater, uh-oh. Still hanging out right at this top. Very interesting. We're above previous day high. We're trying to break out of this 15-minute range. All good things for continuation. We just got to see it now. We just got to see it now. The catalysts are in. Everything's there. Super strong hourly wick on the 9 o'clock hour. Trying into the 70s there again. A little bit of a pop. Holding the 70s here. Looking stronger. Here it comes, Mar. Come on. Let's see this thing. Charge. Let me make this call here. Call the big guys, dude. Get them to start doing the thing. Got to get out of this little range. We've been hanging out. You want to see the buyers be able to maintain this push and push through here. Otherwise, the sellers are going to be loading at these prices once we get a sweep of that high there. Mars making the call, though, so any minute now we should see some higher time frame participants go ahead and smash the bid. Just smash the bid. Still holding the top of this 15-minute range. Strong reaction from the buyers there. At like the 470s, 476, they go ahead and push to the top of the 15-minute range. About a 100-point push there. About a 100-point push there. We're maintaining the top of the 15-minute range. Slightly giving it up after trying to break out there. Got to maintain that strength. Still above previous day high. Very bullish with that. If we get above this price at the 60s and the 70s, I mean, we have obvious liquidity here at the 80s. And then from there, 600's clear, which I think previous high all time is like that. Let me look real quick. The next candle is a 668. So we get into the 600s. The 68s is there. About 100 points off of that right now. Next clear liquidity. Man, this consolidation is looking pretty strong, boys. We're holding above the 15-minute range. Hold on. I think their phone is on the DND. Give me a moment. They're just straight ignoring your calls right now. Like, Mar, stop fucking calling us. We're trying to put our orders in. Here we go though. Trying the 70s again. Can they hold? 71. Gotta get a push into the 80s. 600 seems so close. It's sexy. Give us the sixes. She wants to. Slowly pinching higher, but we're here. We're here. If I was a short, like, where are they loading their stop losses here? At these prices, like, these are bold. These are bold shorts. I mean, these are bold. These are bold. Still holding the 70s is dangerous. The longer we push this, the more likely we are to keep squeezing. Failure to break out, though, is its own thing. Still right into this price. 72s, 74s are the next obstacle. The price of the high of the day. We got to get through that. Got to get through the high of the day here on the New York session if we want to see some continuation. It's looking strong. We're finding consolidation at the highs. Selling isn't really able to push since we came through. Pretty much since this morning is the only time the sellers had a little bit of strength. Since then, the buyers have been having their way with it. The call went in, Tyler. Oh, he got through. He got through. Does that mean that SPY is ripping ahead of NQ right now? Oh my God. Here we go. The call went through. Can we? They're making the orders. The bids are being smashed. The DOM, the order book is like, what the fuck? What is happening? No, this guy Mar called us, told us to buy right now. We're smashing the bid. We put every dollar we have in there. I don't know. I just had to listen to the kid. Maintaining the top of this, though. Buying is not bad. It's just not super strong at these highs. We got to see a breakthrough here. Quite a bit slowed up right now. But Mario already put the call in. I'm curious, though, to see what ES looks like, knowing that that's the money maker for you. Yeah, see, she's ripping. A little bit of divergence between the two. Now I'm curious. What's the all-time high on ES? Oh, it's not even fucking close. $62.87. So we're about 110 points from the high on ES. Yo, Mar, let's go. Good long, buddy. Good long, sir. I'll see this thing rip today for you. I want to see this thing push the top, brother. Still hanging out right here at the 70s. The longer they maintain the 70s, the less good for the bears for sure. Just hanging out. Interesting price action. Sold 2 contracts here for a 1-to-1. Good exit, sir. One to one, so what's that, like 50%? Still holding 2 more for that 1-to-2. Come on. What's your price for that, SPY? So you're looking for like the 4. I don't know what number that'd be. I'm not that good. Because it's not correlated, right? SPY's or ES is 6,000, so SPY is not 600. I think it's like 4, right? SPY's 400 or something like that. I could look, but I don't know. No risk, no Rari, baby. Come on. It's a really good exit on half of that position, though, since we are struggling to push through here. Typically, this type of strength would find some continuation, so just being a good trader there by taking some risk off. I see you, Mar. I see you, buddy. It's good shit. $31 minutes till Europe closes. Initial balance has been set now for the futures. So I risked about 500 total for a 1-to-1 was 250 profit. 1-to-2 would be a 500. Word. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very little risk here. Profit is profit. We love money, Bubba. We don't care if it's $500 or $50. Profit is profit. Here we go. Here's the pop we were looking for. Here's a touch into the 80s now. Buying's coming in. Mar made the phone call. Mar dialed them up. And here we go, boys. We're pushing the top of the range. 584 is the top of the day from overnight session. We go ahead and take that out. 600 could be on play. And then from there, we're only about 60 points high from off the NASDAQ's top. No, I lied to you. About 160 points from the NASDAQ's top. Oh, more actually. All right, I keep lying to you guys. Damn. 22,860. So 290 points from high right now. It's so close. That's crazy. Pushing to the 80s. 80s was being held. Looks like that 1 to 2 is a possibility, my boy. Come on. WMAR. WMAR for a good trade. NASDAQ. Look at it. Another pop into the 590s there. Woo! Let's go, Mar. No risk, no Rari, baby. There's an eye of the day swept. Let's fucking go. W's. Come on. Oh my gosh. He's ripping. No reason this is going to just turn around either. This could continue. This could continue here. Let me go look at the daily now because I was curious how that was going to invert. Boom. Best fills of the day looked like they were around these prices earlier this morning. Last night was best fill of the day, maybe for a long. Otherwise, we got some numbers to go reach out here. 664, potentially the 700s. NASDAQ. Are we back? Are we back, boys? Are we out of a recession right now? I'm trolling. Completely jokes. 593 though, strong push. I'm trying the 600s. Let's go, team. Come on. Gosh. Great trade, Mar. Good strength in the market. We're here. We're here. When there's no news trading, baby Kate. Yeah, it is. When there's no news, she's cake, baby. Because that's really what she be doing. Just giving us good pushes to good levels. Like, look at this. So many opportunities to get involved with this. Now we're pushing into highs here. Love it. I actually love it. I adore you, sir. That was right. Right. I adore it. I adore it. Oh, I'm a fan. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Still high of the week right now. High of the week right now on a Thursday from Monday's low. We just barely teased the 22,600s there. Gonna push back to the 80s after that initial pop out. A little bit of a retest. Sold another now. I'm just holding one contract. No risk play, baby. Hands off. You got out. You made money. You can't lose on the trade. And if we just keep ripping to Valhalla, you're gonna get paid. So, great trade, Mar. Really good execution, buddy. And so we made it. No Rari. I still remember this bottom. I remember this day. I really do. I remember this day. And I remember just thinking, oh, well, we're going to get a pullback. And now we're way up at the 22579 from the 17. We're 5,000 points in the NASDAQ. What the fuck? Unreal strength. The buying this last couple months have been just unprecedented. Diabolical almost. So now we did officially get a sweep of overnight highs. So let's be cautious here the next couple moments. If this thing isn't going to turn around, if this thing is not going to continue up to Valhalla, this is a spot where it could be interested in maybe trying another retest of these prices where it's died from after reclaiming it. So let's just be patient here. God, that's horrible. I did not like that sound. It was not very good. It wasn't good for my ears. Didn't like it. No, I didn't like it one bit, did I? No, I didn't. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. What am I going to hit at the gym today? Full body, but I just don't know how. My core is sore. Probably do some seated wide grip rows. Probably some flies. Probably some calves. Or maybe quads. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We got the push. Now we just see what happens. Overnight high was swept. Gym day. Let's go, brother. Yes, sir. Every day. Every day's a gym day. I've been going really hard now for like 30 months, like 2.5 years. This is when I've been hitting it like 5-6 days a week for like 2.5 years. I went from 175. I was 175 my last year around my birthday, or 2.5 years ago around my birthday, around January. And good stretch. Yeah, I was 175. I've been lean bulking, so for like 30 months now. I think I put on, right now the scale yesterday said 197, so 22 pounds. I'm like 3 away from my goal. Never been 200 in lean, so that was kind of like a spot I'd be considering getting to. But now that I'm so close to it, it's like I don't even know what I want to do now. It's like, damn, I'm going to be a 200-pound guy, and then it's like I want to get my flexibility up. I'd love to be able to hit a middle split. I think that'd be fucking elite. And then I want to get my VO2 up. I want to run a little bit more, but running and being a big guy are just not the same thing. You're either a runner or you're a big guy. You're not the same thing. You're not both. So I don't know. It'd be weird to start running now and shake off all the work I've been doing for the last couple of years. I don't know if I want to do that, but I also want to be healthy. I want my heart to be healthy. So what do we do? What do we do? Trying this price again, these 80s. Again, if we're not going to find continuation here, this would be a spot where maybe we get a little bit of a push back down, but I like the strength today. I like the strength this week. This week has just been incredibly bullish. Excuse me. Here we go with the 580s. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wow, why that light just get so weird? Strange, but now we're back. Strange, but now we're back. It's holding good around these levels for another push. If I did close out all positions for small gain at 350. Let's enjoy the day, brother. WMR for a great trade. I'm with you, buddy. I'm down to enjoy it. I got to get out of here for work here in about 15 anyway, so I might just call it now. We made the move. We found the spot. Let's see what the market does while we're gone. And then today and potentially tomorrow we could be seeing some new stuff. Or like I said, I mean, we know all-time high is close. We either go rip that out soon or it's just it's still going to be up there for the hunt. But Mario, the man, bro. Good trading today. I appreciate you. Go get some sun, drink some water, work out your body. Anyone else in here hanging out, I also appreciate you guys a lot. Hit the like button if you haven't. It helps a lot. Subscribe if you're not. Good luck trading. And tomorrow, 9 a.m. Actually, I can update that. I'm always on at like 9:30. I'm always around market open because I still work. So I come up here around 9:30. So tomorrow, market open. I'll see you boys. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Peace, 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 peace.